Victor, you know who Jackie Robinson is? Jackie Robinson? Today is Jackie Robinson Day. And so I know that everyone knows the name Jackie Robinson. Baseball is what he was good at, and he had the big burden, responsibility to be the first man of color, black man, to play Major League Baseball, and that took a lot of turning your cheek, being tough, knowing when to sound off and fight back, teammates not talking to him, serving our country, and ultimately being court-martialed. Court-martialed means you're basically kicked out of the service. And he was kicked out of the service because he didn't want to go sit in the back of the bus because he felt that I'm serving our country just like you, and I should be treated the same. His whole thing was it's not about, you know, being liked, but it's about being respected. And I played baseball because I loved the game. I had a God-given ability, but we, as people, should all be created equal. Legacy is something that I talk about in my house a lot. I hope you guys talk about it in your houses. Legacy, because when you guys have kids, you're gonna talk about legacy. This man has a legacy because what he had to endure and how he handled it with grace, humility, determination, toughness. He's the OG.
Seager goes the other way and brings home the first run. With 2 gone here in the third, he attacks the first pitch and drives home A.J. Pollock. Dodgers 1, Mariners nothing.
As the Dodgers are playing the Mariners in Seattle, news breaks halfway across the country in Minneapolis.
Members of the jury, I understand you have a verdict. Members of the jury, I will now read the verdicts as they will appear in the permanent records of the 4th Judicial District. We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to count 1, unintentional second-degree murder while committing a felony, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April, 2021 at 1:44 p.m.
Derek Chauvin, the former Minneapolis police officer, guilty on all 3 counts in the murder of George Floyd.
Are these your verdicts? So say you one, so say you all.
Yes.
Members of the jury, I find that the verdicts as read reflect the will of the jury and will be filed accordingly. Bail is revoked, bond is discharged, and the defendant is remanded to the custody of the Hennepin County Sheriff.
The verdict is regarded as a significant step forward in the social justice movement. But with the shooting of unarmed black people still making headlines, the journey is far from over. One such shooting, in the middle of last year's shortened season, rippled across the country and into the Dodger clubhouse.
All is quiet at Oracle Park in San Francisco, where the Dodgers and Giants are scheduled to play Game 2 of their 3-game series tonight. But the sports world clearly speaking out tonight on the need for justice and equality. And this stems from what happened Sunday in Kenosha, Wisconsin, when Jacob Blake, an unarmed man, was shot 7 times in the back as he was getting into his car with his 3 children inside the car.
I remember texting with Mookie. We're in San Francisco, and he came into my office and decided he wasn't going to play. So we got everyone together and had a team meeting, and Mookie took center stage and voiced his thoughts, and everyone was in there and just kind of heard and listened.
Being the only black player, and then we have another black trainer, and with Doc and George, I mean, it was kind of tough because those guys aren't actually out there playing. You know, I was kind of the only one, I think, on both teams, really. And so making that decision was super tough because I was outnumbered, but I had to take a stand on my end just because I have that other demographic, the black demographic, that I have to support and I have to definitely be here for. And so I was doing my part.
We want to support everyone in our clubhouse.
Mook and Travis and those guys really just spoke from their heart and explained to us what they were going through, and we wanted to stand right by them.
Knowing once I said I wasn't going to play, I had the full support of my teammates. You know, that meant the world.
There's a lot going on in the world, and change needs to be made. You know, I have to use my platform to at least get the ball rolling. And you know, I talked to my teammates and told them how I felt, and they all were by my side.
We wanted to support what they felt. We wanted to support the movement that was going on within the social justice realm, and we just wanted to do our small part. And I think, you know, I'm thankful that our team was so unanimous in our choice.
For black athletes right now to make a stand and choose not to play tonight is one thing, but black people have been fighting this fight for centuries. And for the white brothers to come in and support the black men in this game is much more powerful.
A life is not important except the impact it has on other lives. Guys, we play baseball. That's what we do, but it's not who we are. And if it is, we gotta dig deeper. Right now, guys, what we're going through, again, this is not political. This is not right, left, it's not political. This is about treating people the right way. And this is probably the most strife we've had in our entire country that I can remember, and I've talked to my elders, it's the same. It's the most strife we've had as a country. And so for us to use our platform, that means a lot to everybody, and you guys have no idea the impact that it's gonna make for people that love and adore each and every one of you guys as heroes. We're lucky to play this game of baseball, and I'm lucky to be around you guys because there's not a day that any one of you guys takes what we do for a living for granted. And that's what makes this group, this organization special. Not one person in uniform, out of uniform takes a day for granted, and we really cherish this uniform because it's more than just showing up and playing at 710. It's bigger than that, and we all get it. All right? All right. Thank you guys so much.
He even kept the spikes down when he slid, not like Ty Cobb.
Not exactly. You're right.
Backstage Dodgers is brought to you by Cadillac. Visit your Southern California Cadillac dealer today.
Clay. How you doing? Man, ¿qué lo que? Easy.
From so many angles, it appears the living is easy for Brusdar Graterol, the hard-throwing 22-year-old reliever from Venezuela. But coming into what was expected to be a promising year, the one they called Bazooka found himself on the injured list for the first 2 weeks of the season.
I'm feeling great. Great. I'm so happy to be here with a teammate too. So I feel good. Good slider, man. It's amazing, you know, because it's like family. Wow.
All right, too much. Too fast.
You throw so hard, man. Oh
my God.
Enough.
That's it, huh? Cut it out.
No.
That was nasty.
I'll give you love.
No, choke it, don't worry.
I know no one else.
Oh.
You smell nice too.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's been a couple.
Already been doing it, but I'll do it again.
Again, Blade. Bless. God bless you, arm, man.
I'm just kidding.
Seriously.
We lost, now we rotate. ¿Cómo está? Muy bien. Let's go.
Honda.
Forever.
That's what that looked like.
Again.
Yeah.
Banger.
Come on, man. Yeah, what happened?
What are we doing? Come on, man. Knock it out. Up and over.
Hey, after stretch, me and you, we're gonna do 3 drills over here before we throw up. stretch with me, 3 drills, and then throw, okay?
I got you.
Not for the camera, for real. Hey, so what we're doing, a little bit more cadera, abajo, okay? The first one, we use the wall, comfortable, sink into your lunge, and then I want you to push for 10 seconds. Okay, so
Okay.
you feel here, push the floor that way, 10 seconds. Good, okay. Try to go cadera más atrás, and then más abajo. Yeah, so you feel all this right now?
Yeah.
Okay, now push that way, push down, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Exaggerate. Baby?
Yeah, I feel good.
Feel good?
Yeah.
A lot of back hip?
Yeah.
Cool, yeah, good.
Thank you, my man.
Want these back or no?
No, now, after the throw, yeah. Thank you. Easy.
Back with the team after his time on the IL, it's clear Bazooka is back to his easy existence, serving in his unofficial role as the Dodgers' mood barometer. Because it seems when life is good for Graterol, life is good, period.
¡Ah! Ok. Quítate del medio. Oh, he's aggressive, man. Oh my goodness.
He's nice until he's not, bro.
Ah! 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 And I'm coming back for chugging. Chugging time. I see you. Another one. No, no, no. See you later. JT. You got it. Oh! Chico, I'm the best. So we're done for today. Hasta la vista.
Fernando Tatis Jr. has homered again tonight. He is the first to face the new reliever for Los Angeles as Brusdar Graterol enters. First thing you think of when Brusdar Graterol faces Fernando Tatis Jr. is last year's division series. Well, the Padres trying to get their stars going. Machado to lead off this 6th against Clayton Kershaw. Manny Machado with a leadoff home run.
Maybe this, the 2020 National League Division Series, was the birthplace of what is becoming widely accepted as baseball's best current rivalry, the Padres and the Dodgers.
Hosmer corks one in the air to right, very high. Did he get under it, or did he get enough? He did, and they've gone back to back. And here come the Padres in the late innings. It's 4-3.
In Game 2 of the series, the Padres pull within a run in the 6th and put a man on base in the 7th, when the 6'1", 260-pound Bazooka enters the game to unknowingly light the rivalry fuse.
First pitch swinging at 100, and how about this matchup? Lifts his ball to deep center field. Bellinger twisting around, still going. He's at the wall. Corey Bellinger, a robbery of Tatis, keeping the Dodgers in front 4-3.
After the catch, I remember the umpire was asking me if I caught the ball after I was like jogging for a few steps. I'm like, yeah, it's in my glove. And I was all pumped up, jacked up, and I mean, honestly, I saw Machado over there, and I was like, what's going on?
Graterol couldn't believe that Bellinger went and saved it. He throws the glove, and then blows the kiss over to Manny Machado, who didn't like him throwing the glove.
Esa es mi personalidad. Mi personalidad es darle amor a todo el mundo, sea quien sea el otro equipo. Obviamente de cariño y amor para todo el mundo.
There was just a lot of pimping and stuff going on their side, which we didn't really have an issue with. Nobody said anything, and so I think that point was we can't be contradicting. If you dish it, you have to be able to take it.
Ground ball to second. Hernandez has it. On to first, and that's it. The Dodgers escaped. 6-5 the final score to take a 2-0 series advantage.
The Dodgers' sweep of San Diego apparently inspired the Padre front office in the offseason. Pitchers Yu Darvish and 2018 Cy Young winner Blake Snell were brought in to improve the starting rotation. And when the Dodgers went at it with the Padres earlier this month, the scales appeared to be somewhat more balanced.
Here's Tatis. Strikeout and a pop-out. Hits this ball deep center field, sending Taylor back to the wall and gone, and the Padres are back in front. Second of the season for Tatis, and it's 2-1. They're at first and third with 2 out for Taylor. Ground ball, diving stop. Tatis goes to second. The throw is wild. The game is tied. Muncy's given the wave. He heads for the plate. The Dodgers take the lead. Dodgers 6, Padres 5. Oh, what a first edition between these teams. And Kenley Jansen's trying to get 3 more outs to finish off a win. He's going to have to earn it, though, isn't he? Tatis, Cronenworth, Machado coming up. The payoff. Pop fly. Muncy at first. Tatis out number 1 in the 9th. Here he comes again. He struck him out. And 2 gone in the 9th inning. Not out of the woods yet. 2 gone, 9th inning, 6-5, Manny Machado.
Jansen's 19th pitch. High and away, ball 4. The Padres still have a bit of life, and Eric Hosmer coming up.
He takes off, throw down, off Seager's glove.
Boy, did he make it easily.
The set in the 0-2. In the dirt, kicks away from Smith. Machado takes third. The 1-2. Ground ball, base hit, tie game. Well, here we are in the 12th. Betts the free runner. Seager the leadoff hitter. Dodgers looking for their first extra innings run. And this their 4th try. Seager gets into a ball. Way back there. It's gone. First pitch of the 12th. A 2-run shot from Corey Seager. What a roller coaster ride. Game of the year over the first couple weeks of the season. In 12 innings, the Dodgers 11, the Padres 6.
I mean, I'm very hesitant to get ahead of things, but it was like a playoff game. It was. You know, they deployed a lot of guys. We deployed a lot of guys. The intensity was there. Man, I mean, I can look up and down my lineup card, and everyone contributed.
A week after taking 2 out of 3 from the Padres in San Diego, the NL West battle shifts to Chavez Ravine for a pitching duel between Blake Snell and the Dodgers' offseason acquisition, Trevor Bauer. 2 pitchers whose resumes include the same elite hardware.
A couple of former Cy Young Award winners. Trevor Bauer for the Dodgers, Blake Snell for the Padres.
You know, these 2 guys are going to go toe-to-toe again. Didn't make a decision in the last time they went against each other.
Facing a team back-to-back is difficult always. I feel like it always favors the hitter a little bit because they see what approach you're going to go with. So it's always a mind game with me and pitchers in general. It's like, okay, well, do I adjust what I'm doing first, even though it worked last time? Or do I try to do the same thing until they adjust, but then how do we know if they're adjusting? It's definitely a little bit of a tricky situation.
Fernando Tatis Jr. is going to lead things off again. He hits this one a ton, way up there to left. A.J. Pollock at the wall. A leadoff home run for Tatis.
And he gave a little signal to the bench after he round first. Looked like he points to one eye. Yeah, he hit it with one eye. I wonder if that's a little bit of stirring it up.
Baseball as a whole is a little bit too uptight about the celebrations. To me, there's two types of celebrations. There's a celebration where you're interacting with your teammates and you're excited about a big moment. All for it. Do whatever you want. And then there's some celebrations where you're intentionally like going at someone else on the field. And those are a little bit more nuanced, I would say. There's certain ways that you can do it that it's acceptable. For instance, the Tatis homer, in spring training, I pointed to an eye, I closed an eye. So when he hit a homer off me, he, put his hand over his eye, like kind of, hey, you did this to us, now I'm gonna do it back to you. Thought it was a little bit off just because he didn't swing the bat with one eye, but that I'm all for. So I didn't really think that there's anything that he did from the celebration standpoint that was out of line. I think it helps baseball. Story sells, rivalry sells. So the more people are talking about Tatis, Machado, Kershaw, it's good for baseball, and that's really where my focus is. I want to see the game grow.
1-0 game, and here he comes. Manny Machado on base 16 of his 23 plate appearances against Trevor Bauer and his crew. That includes 4 home runs. And on 3 consecutive pitches, he sits Machado down. 3 straight sliders to get him. On a 2-2 from Bauer, he swings through a fastball, and Bauer wins the second matchup. 3 straight curveballs to Caratini to strike him out. And he's retired 10 in a row. And he got him. Nothing but sliders. Manny with a nod. I see ya. Another 1-2 comes home. He got him to go. 9 strikeouts for Bauer, and he does the sword again on that check swing.
Bauer strikes out 9 over 6 innings before passing the baton of responsibility to the offense. With 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th, they take the lead and don't give it back.
These games definitely felt more intense than an April game usually would. The best measure of that is you can hear it in the crowd. You heard the crowd in Petco, and you heard the crowd here at Dodger Stadium. It was fun. It was fun to have that little bit of intensity. We play them 12 more times or something like that throughout the year, so looking forward to that.